So you've been thinking about moving to the Dallas or Fort Worth area and you would love a luxury home, but you just don't quite want the Dallas price. Well, then this video is for you. We're going to take you on a tour of a beautiful Highland home here in the city of Northlake, Texas, located just 30 minutes north of Fort Worth. You're going to love every detail of this home, so let's get to it right now. From the moment you step onto the sidewalk and then enter through the beautiful double glass steel doors, you are greeted by this amazing foyer with the black and white checkered tile. I don't know about you, but this is absolutely stunning as soon as you walk into this space. You've got a nice detail on the wall over here with woodwork, and we're going to see this detail throughout the home, not just here. We're going to see it on ceilings and other places as well. Brandon, show them how tall just the ceiling in the foyer is with this beautiful chandelier, making the space nice and open. So not only is this flooring here in the foyer, but it also flows to the dedicated dining room. And I love what they did here. It also flows into this nice office space, which is set at the front of the house. I am Jennifer Fowler, and along with my husband, my cameraman, and partner, Brandon, we help many families moving from all places around the United States, from New Jersey, New York, Washington, California, and beyond. And we absolutely love helping people figure out what city in the North Dallas, North Fort Worth area they should live. All of our information about how you can contact us will be in the description below. This 3,700 square foot Highland home has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and by the way, all of those are en suite with a half bathroom upstairs and a half bathroom downstairs. We already showed you the dedicated dining space. It also has an office that we showed you, and it's got a media room as well that we'll take a look at in just a minute. But now let's go ahead and enter into the heart of the home, which is my absolute favorite, and that is going to be the kitchen and the dining room. One thing I noticed as soon as I walked through the beautiful front doors and the foyer are the windows that are pretty much from floor to ceiling. And pro tip, take the curtains all the way up, because as you can see, it just gives it even more height and a more dramatic effect when you do that. But good job on having a lot of windows in this space. And we'll open up those doors in a little bit because both of those back doors open, not just one of them. All right, so let's take a look at this kitchen. This is one of my favorites. I do have a lot of favorites, but this is one of them. A couple of things that I noticed right away are the fact that the ceiling drops, and I love having that in a kitchen. Of course, this is an upstairs house or 2-story home, so it's going to have to drop, but I like the dramatic effect there. Then, as we're talking about the ceiling, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to see a lot of woodwork in this home. So from the beautiful detail of the ceiling down to the island and the detail of the graining in this countertop, absolutely stunning. We're definitely seeing this wood tone come back in a lot of homes. Now, it's not going to be the wood tone that you probably saw back in the 80s or 90s. This is definitely a more muted version, but it really, really warms up the space, especially when you have a lot of white, like you have in this house with the white walls, the white cabinet, white sink, and white uppers. It really warms up the space. So big fan of that. And remember, with Highland Homes, you do get to pick these things out at the design center. So keep in mind what's too trendy and keep in mind what's going to be classic. And this, I believe, is here to stay. Notice also that the cabinets do go all the way up to the ceiling in some spaces, but others they don't. So that, to me, once again, You get more depth with your cabinets, a little bit more dramatic effect there.
You know what I noticed at the top, the backsplash?
Yes.
They took it above the cabinets.
Yes, I do love that they took it all the way up to the ceiling. We talk about that a lot in our other videos, that if that's an option, to go ahead and do that, because it just adds more luxury to the space. So great job here on the kitchen. Remember that Pecan Square is going to be a gas neighborhood, so your kitchen will have a gas cooktop. All right, then we come around on this side of the island and you're going to have your built-in microwave, and this one has a nice double oven, so plenty of space, places to cook your meal for your family or for that big Thanksgiving dinner that you're going to have in your brand new home. And right on the other side of the island, you do have your breakfast area. Now remember, there is a dedicated dining space here, so this is going to be your breakfast nook. Plenty of space here, a lot of windows and a lot of natural light. And once again, they've chosen to add character to the home and more storage by having this built-in hutch. It's a great idea to have this as a wine rack. You could even put a wine fridge here if you wanted to, because remember, there are some designs in the home that you get to choose for yourself. And here in this beautiful, spacious living room, how can you miss the fireplace that goes from the floor all the way up to these very tall ceilings? Earlier, I talked about the back doors because I'm a huge fan whenever you can bring the outdoors in. And with these sliders, you can do just that. Of course, you're going to have a beautiful patio when you do have a Highland home, and we'll go out there in just a minute. But anytime you can have doors that slide accordion style, or no, not accordion, the kind that stack, that's not accordion. I say that every time. I get it wrong every time. Seriously, you should go back on my videos. I say it wrong all the time. But you know what I mean. Anytime you can really open up the space to let the outdoors in, do it. Anytime you're going to look at new construction, we always recommend that you take your realtor with you on the very first visit. Some builders might not let you be represented by one if you don't take them with you. And there is a lot that goes on with new construction. The contracts are very builder-sided. So you need someone advocating for you, someone helping you navigate through the process of new construction, and someone in your corner. Also, there's incentives that can come and go with a lot of builders, even ones here in Pecan Square. So definitely reach out to us if you're thinking about moving here, because the build process on a home could take about 9 months. So you want to get on that really quickly. So we have just come from the kitchen, the living room, and right behind my husband, Brandon, is the breakfast nook. So we're going to head down this hallway. And what I like about this, because we're about to head into the master bedroom, is the laundry room is right off of that space. You have the laundry room right there for convenience. But let's head into this space. And as soon as you turn the corner, it's just so light and bright, and it just feels really good to be in this space. Once again, more woodwork detail on the walls. In fact, in this house, all the walls have that beautiful detail. I like how they capped it off and then painted the rest of the wall and the ceiling. It's a very, very, very beautiful look. This room is quite spacious with a king-size bed. We've got a dresser over here, 2 good-sized nightstands, and this nook just adds square footage to the space. A lot of windows that let in natural light. This room just feels really good to be in. And the bathroom does not disappoint either. So y'all come on into this space. Okay, I'm a fan of these floors. I like the color, I like the style, I like the design. Brandon and I don't quite agree on that. But I really like them a lot. I think it's really nice, especially since you have a lot of solid white here and on the walls. So it adds a little extra something. So over here on this side, you do have double sinks. Everybody gets their sink. Plenty of counter space here. I'm also a fan of any time you can put drawers in the bathroom. That's a lot more convenient than cabinets. Standalone tub. If you have the option to have a surround versus a standalone, choose standalone. A couple reasons why. More buyers prefer it. It takes up less space, resale, and it is just like an art piece in your bathroom. So over here, there's also a nice dedicated vanity. So put your makeup on in the morning, and So here in this, oh, actually, well, no, let's go ahead and talk about this. So, you know, when we first walked in here, we thought, oh, this is a really nice closet. You know, it's got really beautiful shelves. There is a built-in dresser here as well.
A place to put all of your shoes.
But this is not the only closet. There's another closet. So you get your own closet. You get your own space. So let's walk on by this shower. So we'll talk about the shower before we get to the closet. Beautiful shower that takes the tile all the way up to the ceiling, by the way. Always do that when you can. And I like how this tile complements the floor tile as well. And of course, you're going to have your toilet room over there. And you have a second closet. So everybody definitely has room for their shoes. And I don't think you have enough shoes to fill that space. So I would have my closet over there and probably end up taking up a little bit of the shoe space in this closet. So leaving the master retreat area, we are back in the kitchen and the breakfast nook area and into the downstairs media room. I really like that they kept the media room downstairs because as your kids get older and leave the house, you have the media room downstairs, so you're not always having to go upstairs. Before we head upstairs and see what's up there, we just have to showcase this for just a minute because it is absolutely stunning. Just a few more details that give this home the luxury feeling. You have a beautiful winding wood staircase, and wouldn't your Christmas tree or one of your Christmas trees be so beautiful right there? Another thing that I want to show you is the detail on the ceiling above the staircase. So we've seen this detail now throughout the house a lot. And then as you head up the stairs, notice this curved wall right here with the windows, the plantation shutters, that just lets in more natural light. So the base price of this 60-foot lot Highland Home is around $780,000. Now, the way that you see this house, the way it sits now, is going to take you over $1 million. There's a lot of beautiful details in this house that Highland Homes has showcased. So as we're taking a tour upstairs, there are 2 more bedrooms. Remember, they are ensuite bathrooms, a half bath, and this nice open space up here. The bedrooms up here are nice and large. Okay, and you have to absolutely love the Audrey Hepburn picture with the bubblegum. We have seen this detail throughout the house a lot, and they brought it upstairs as well. You have this beautiful woodwork detail up here in this upstairs space, and the flooring that you saw downstairs has been carried upstairs as well. All right, so let's take a look at what's off the kitchen. So in this space, you have your second downstairs bedroom. This is a great space for guests, or we're seeing a lot more multi-generational living. So this is a great downstairs bedroom. No one has to climb upstairs because remember, all of these bedrooms do have an ensuite bathroom. Plenty of room in here for a queen or even a king-size bed if needed. There's a nice walk-in closet right behind Brandon. Then on the other side is the bathroom. And I do want to show you this bathroom because this is something I say all the time whenever you have a downstairs bedroom or guest bedroom, whatever you want to call it. Rather than having a shower tub combo, keep it just a shower that's easily accessible for anyone. They can walk in, walk out very easily in this type of shower. I'm a big fan of that because you never know when you're going to need that. And really quickly, here's a great way to modernize your space. They took a tile that's very traditional, subway tile. So it's a little bit textured, it's a little bit longer, but instead of staggering the tile, they actually stacked the tile, and that gives it just a little bit more of a modern look. And once again, it took the tile all the way to the ceiling for a nice finished look. And just beyond that space, we do have the garage behind us. It is a 3-car tandem garage, which, by the way, if you wanted to turn the tandem part of the garage into a gym, you could actually do that. I think that's a really good idea. Even though there's a fitness center here, who doesn't want a gym in their house? You have a little bit of a mudroom area here. That's kind of what we call it in Texas. All the backpacks and coats can go over here so you don't see them when you're in your living room or kitchen. And I love that the half bath is on this area of the home rather than right off the living room or the kitchen. So here in the community of Pecan Square, it is Northwest ISD. There is an elementary school in the neighborhood. Middle school is currently being built and a high school is on the way. Currently, it is zoned for Byron Nelson High School. We actually are really good friends with the former principal of Byron Nelson. It is a fabulous school. You can look up the ratings on niche.com or greatschools.org. One question we get asked almost every single time is, what's convenient? Is there shopping, restaurants, grocery stores nearby? Yes, this is a very up and coming area of North Texas, but it is still also built out as well. You've got Costco that's close by. There's a Tom Thumb coming just right around the corner. You could maybe, not even half a mile, hon, from this neighborhood,
Right.
thereabout. So that's a great grocery store that's coming. There's a lot of shops in and around this area. I just got my hair done here the other day. There's also a great outlet mall, and I already said Costco. H-E-B just came to North Fort Worth. Great grocery store. Lots of really nice one-off cool restaurants that you would absolutely love. So a lot of conveniences here, but yet you're not in this big congested city like Dallas or even Frisco. And with every Highland home, you are going to get a beautiful covered patio. So in this model home, they did extend the patio, which is an option for you as well. You can extend your patio. So they did that here, and you can even add an outdoor fire pit. So yes, in Texas, both are needed. You need the nice covered patio to protect you from the heat in the summer, but we have amazing springs, amazing falls. Don't let anyone tell you that we don't, because we do. And even in the winter, you will still be able to sit outside, especially if you have a fire pit, roast marshmallows, be with your friends. And like I had mentioned earlier, this is a 60-foot lot. So Brandon, can you just kind of show them? You might not be able to appreciate the size of this lot on the video, but this is a pool-sized backyard. The community of Pecan Square here in Northlake, Texas, that's just north of Fort Worth, has so much to offer. It is a great place in North Texas to live. Make sure you go back and take a look at our video all about Pecan Square. We'll make sure to link that in the description so it's easy for you to find. Take a look at that one, and we'll see you on the next one.